Добрый вечер. В эфире
Good
чергова
evening.
програма «Вечірня кава»
This
з
is
Андреєм
another
і мій
program from
Санди Адelaja,
Evening
старший
Coffee,
пастор церкви
and we're
посольства.
joined by the senior pastor of the Embassy of God, Sunday
Пастор
Adelaja.
Санды, первый
Pastor
вопрос,
Sunday.
в связи с тем, что сегодня
The first
происходит
question
в эти
is
дни
because
визит
of
Барака Обамы в
because
Москву.
Barack Obama
Первый вопрос,
is
как вы
visiting the
думаете,
Moscow today.
можно ли говорить, что вот
Can you
Бог
say
одним
that
странам помогает, а
God
другие наказывает?
helps some countries actively, and other countries he
В Библии мы
punishes?
знаем, это есть такие
What a
образы. А
question.
как сейчас?
Well, that happens in the Bible, yeah, that some nations are hit by God's vagueness. Does that happen today as well? Oh, I did not expect this question. It's so witty. Well, let me tell you that which was in the beginning continues to our modern day. However, I don't want to present it as if God wakes up in the morning and thinks, all right, who am I going to punish today? I think that what happens in each country is decided by the being of that country, the style of life that country leads, its citizens, its government leads to events in its economy and in its future. Life is predictable. So consequences come after effects. So when God punishes, then it's a punishment that has been earned. So countries can be punished by God even as the sinful generation is living there. Yes, of course. Because as soon as a nation is living a corrupt way of life, it will be reaping what it has sown. That is why there is this famous saying, a nation deserves the leader it gets, because whatever you say, the leader still came from the nation itself. Therefore, the system that the person who became the leader was raised in is a system that applies to the whole country, not only to him. So, do you think then that the fact that whenever there's war, both sides or all the sides think that God is with them, and about the fact that people seem to remember about God in the time of war most of all? Do you think that is something that happens, that God supports certain countries and not in war? Or do you think that this is just the politicians using any leverage they have, as in, oh, it's profitable for me to mention God here, to play on people's regard towards God here, so let me use it. Unfortunately, in politics, I will say that most people do not act based on friendship. They act based on interests and political gain. And that is usually how it is in politics, unfortunately. However, even though most politicians and most political maneuvers happen in the interest of political gains, that doesn't mean that every politician has to abandon moral qualities in order to prioritize their country's interests or their own political gain. So do you think that any person, in order to move up in the ladder of political success, would they have to lie at least a little bit? Or would they have to promise, or would he have to at least promise the people to do whatever they wanted, only to do what they actually came to do when they get to the office? Is it possible to have moral politics and moral leaders? It's hard. and especially in our times. However, it's possible. In the last American election, I would go to the United States often and was there almost every month. And let me tell you that there are some countries where the mass media may as well be the fourth branch of government. So when they dig up some type of terrible political lie, then that can ruin a poor politician's whole career, because they now understand that he's a dishonest person. These type of things happen in America all the time. I'm not saying that there's no corruption or deceit in the US. It happens all the time. However, politicians who deceive are also caught all the time. And I think that in democratic countries, compared to what are called third world countries and developing countries, they have some type of standards. And therefore, when a politician is discovered to be extremely corrupt or to lie, that's not accepted. That's not the usual method, because the party would reject that politician as a disgrace. Because once you fail an election once, it could be 10 years before you are able to get a majority in any council or parliament or place of representatives anymore. So there are some places where actions like lying are more punishable than politicians than others. So it is possible to be a moral politician. Would Obama be one of those people who do not use methods such as lying and cheating? Obama in the United States is considered a liberal, and a lot of people think that he is not a born-again Christian. That's how we say, a person who has a personal relationship with God. And that is and the reason that this happens is because, well, this is an interesting thing. Personally, Obama says that he is against abortion and that he does not personally support gay marriage. However, according to his political program, both of those things are allowed, because he believes in freedom of choice and in individual questions and individual matters. The state has no right to regulate who people marry or whether they abort or not. How about you? You and Barack Obama are basically from the same denomination. So what advice would you give Obama? Would you tell him that, hey, you're a politician, you're representing your party at large, so don't make and try to pass any careless laws or resolutions, because you'll lose your whole electorate? Or would you say, hey, what does it matter what the voters say? Just do what your heart tells you to do. Actually, I'm very close with some of the spiritual leaders and pastors who know Obama well. And after talking to him on Obama's policy, this is what I understand. If Obama was campaigning on the basis of not giving gay or LGBT people rights, and not giving women reproductive rights, also known as abortion, then he would not be allowed to campaign as a member of the Democratic Party. He would just not be allowed, because that is not the platform the party that represents. They represent freedom for everyone in everything. So even if Obama was truly convinced that abortion is wrong and so are gay marriages, he is not able to go against his party. So do you think that he is a Christian in his private life? Well, he wants to be a president for all Americans, and even for those he doesn't agree with. That's what he says.
Thank you so much for watching our videos. Now, we need to spread this word, and we need to do it together. For that to happen, we need your help. Just 5 little steps that you could help us to spread the word. Number one thing we need you to do is to like the videos. Please go like this video right now. Number two, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Number three, we need you to press and click on that notification bell. You see the bell? Go press on it. And number four, we need you to go comment. Write your comment, good or bad, just write what you feel. Number five, share, share, share. Share on every platform. Share on Instagram. Share on Facebook. Just share and spread the word. Thank you so much.